And then I saw her face. I'm a believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love.
Hey guys, CHD here, and I am back with another reaction video. And today I'm going to be watching the most recent video that came out yesterday when I came back from sleepaway camp. This one's called Pinkie Tail's Raripunzel. So yeah, this did came out yesterday, and I was thinking doing a reaction to this as for my welcome back reaction, but I figured I should do that other video, which was Despicable Meme 3. So yeah, I thought I would do that video instead of this one. So yeah, this is finally the time I'm gonna react to this. Alright, let me get this at a stable point. Oh yeah, as for this one, it's the same amount of time that Egghead and the Beast was, which was a week ago. Anyways, let me get this at a stable point. Okay, I think I'm good. One more time? Okay, so let's jump right in! Alright!
Pinkie Tails!
Pinkie Tails!
Raripunzel!
Alright!
Tonight, Poundin' Pumpkin, we're going
Same
to
art
visit
style
the
as
fashion
the
capital
last video.
of all the fairy tale world, and meet a pony who's having a particularly bad hair day.
A bad hair day?
Once upon a time.
Long ago, there was a young pony couple who lived in the heart of a large and glorious city. They were
Camelot?
obsessed with the glamour and fashion of
Oh gosh,
ponies, and made it their
Ooh,
life's goal to
serenade.
be counted amongst them. However, the couple failed to realize how costly this prestigious lifestyle would be until it was too late. They were
What happened?
worried that they would lose their status and social standing. The couple resorted to deceitful and underhanded methods to get what they wanted in life, which ultimately proved to
Who's
be
the
their
narrator?
ruin. One bright summer's day, Snooty and Snobby, the newly penniless pony
Snooty
couple,
and Snobby.
stopped the city marketplace for something scrumptious to eat. They spied a new cart of wares with exotic-looking foods and trinkets. Snooty turned to Snobby and they smiled, simultaneously deciding to con the seller from her wares.
I say, Madam Shopkeeper, would you be so kind as to tell me what this remarkable piece here is?
Snooty said, attempting to distract the shopkeeper.
It is rather unlike
Sakura.
anything I've ever seen before. You know, I
Wait.
hear that earthy goods are quite in this summer.
You know,
The shopkeeper approached Snooty, but kept her face
Rapunzel
hidden
is a
under her dark
ripoff of
cloak.
Rapunzel
Her
from
piercing yellow eyes caught a glimpse
Tangled.
of Snobby making her way
I
towards
wonder
the
if
other side of
Sakura
the cart,
is
with her
Mother
magic levitating
Gothel.
an expensive-looking bag beside her.
It is a charm from the place I was born. It is said to bring luck whenever it is worn.
I recognize that voice,
I
Cupcake.
say, that is rather fascinating. You know, my wife and I just returned from an exotic getaway vacation, and the decor was
getaway
quite
vacation?
lovely. In fact, we ran into Tommy Hovager while we were there, and offered him some fashion advice. He wanted to use this awful color scheme in his next collection of...
Darling, I believe we are going to be late for our next appointment. Remember, the auction simply cannot begin without our presence.
Snobby said, cutting off her husband and starting to walk away. The shopkeeper held out her hoof to stop her before she could get too far.
Whatever business you have, you can delay. For the goods in your bag, you still need to pay.
Without warning, the shopkeeper reached for Snobby's bag and lifted the flap, revealing exotic fruits that had been taken from her stall.
How did that get in there? You must have put it in there yourself so you could set us up.
This is an outrage. Do you know who we are?
The shopkeeper slowly pulled the hood of her cloak away, revealing her striped coat. and-
Sakura.
You chose the wrong victim for your theft and your lies. For this time, it has led to your
Oh, that is
end
nice animation
demise.
there.
Since you are fond of the false stories you tell, I shall curse you with a tall tale spell. The foal you've conceived will be plagued by my hex. Whenever you lie, you will see the effects. Her tail will grow with every word spoken, until the day this curse can be broken. True hearts and true words will set the mare free, and only then can she be happy.
Snooty and Snobby looked at each other with wide eyes. They hadn't told a soul about Snobby's condition, and it was too early in the pregnancy for others to notice.
Who are you?
I'm an evil enchantress who does evil dances, and when you look into my eyes, I will put you in trances.
Okay, Pinkie, that's not funny.
What? Oh, come on! It's too perfect! See, cause why won't you let me have this?
Because Sakura isn't evil. Every pony knows that.
You must be new to the whole Pinkie Tails thing, huh? Of course she isn't evil! This is what I call a joke. See, cause it's funny. You have to stop analyzing everything.
Sakura is evil in this story,
That's a joke
and Sakura
too,
is
because
not
you're
evil on the
a
show.
creature thing who analyzes stuff.
I'm a hippogriff.
Oh, I've never seen the Griffopotamus before.
I'm not a... You've
Griffopotamus?
never seen a hippogriff before, Pinkie?
Well, there aren't any in Ponyville, and I had a really bad experience with an OC not so long ago. So I tend to avoid the internet now.
Uh-huh. Let's just continue, shall we?
Wait, is that
Snooty and Snoopy
Silverquill?
were thoroughly frightened by Sakura's words.
Because he
and
said he's a
fled,
hippogriff.
leaving the bag of goods behind. From a stall not so far away, a young
Sorry,
seamstress
Parle
smiled
Mare.
slyly. She had watched the exchange from afar, and once all was said and done, she began formulating a brilliant but sinister scheme. Months passed, and the zebra's curse was all but forgotten.
Yep.
That was, of course,
Rarity.
until the day a beautiful baby
Rarity is
unicorn girl
Rapunzel.
was born, with a coat of white and an unusually long purple tail. It wasn't too long afterward that Snooty and Snoppy had an unexpected visit
Oh wait, so
from the very same
Sakura
seamstress.
is not evil in the
Her
story.
name was Glamour,
So,
an up-and-coming
is
fashion
Sorry, Parle
designer
Mare
who had only
evil
begun to take the
in the
fashion
story?
world by storm. She knew her new stint in the limelight would impress the
Because
pony
you can
couple,
tell about
and she used that to her
the
advantage.
dress.
She appealed to the couple
Is
to
she
give
Mother
their daughter
Gothel
to
in this?
her, claiming that it would save them the embarrassment they would face when the world discovered their secret. In return, she would use the money from her recent fashion line to pay their debts
Sorry if
and
I'm
pad
talking
their
too
accounts
much in
so
this
they could
story.
live the life they always wanted. She claimed to be a lonely mare who sought nothing more than the love of a foal. However, as she spoke,
Or
the
video.
curse began working its spell over the infant's tail, causing it to grow with every lie she uttered.
Because this video does
Snooty
have
and
something
Snoppy
to do
realized
with
they could never
a
live the
story.
life they wanted and would be reduced to shame by raising such a filly. So they consented, trading away their daughter for gold.
Wait, what?
Years passed and the cursed filly was all but forgotten. She seemed to vanish from sight and from mind as she was never seen in public. However, over the years, Glamour's popularity and success continued to
Glamour.
climb. Eventually, she was considered the most
Glamour?
influential fashion pony in all the land, due mostly to the unique
I can tell
fabric
about
she
the
used in
names.
most of
I'm
her
not paying
designs.
attention too much in
It was
this
unlike any
video. I'm
fabric
sorry,
that
guys.
ponies had seen or felt before. Like silk, it was smooth and soft, but it was strong like cotton. Though they tried, no other pony could duplicate the material for their own clothing line. Glamour kept its origins highly secret, even from her own staff.
Glamour. Now I got
Glamour's
it.
fashions had reached every corner of Equestria, including the royal palace. Her designs were the princess's
Oh
most favorite
jeez, Big
clothing,
Mac!
and she became Glamour's most dedicated customer. One afternoon, Princess Orchard Blossom made her journey once again from the palace to
And
Glamour's
Applejack as
boutique
well.
in search of a new gown. She wore Glamour's newest design, which
Can
just
see
so
your
happened
rose
to
look
be a
right there.
bright green dress with red and white stripes along the large puffed outer skirt. The dress blended perfectly with her deep crimson coat and the light blonde mass of hair that made up her mane, towering over her like a headdress. Her younger brother, Prince Jack, had begrudgingly
Prince
followed
Jack.
after her when Blossom insisted that he too attain proper attire. He was
Wait,
accustomed to wearing nothing
Prince
but
Jack
his iconic brown hat.
And
That
Raripunzel?
wasn't convincing.
Is this a Rare
He
Jack
too dressed
video?
up for the occasion wearing a simple green tunic, brown slacks, and black boots.
Now who's Applejack in
It too
this?
complemented his straw
Lost
yellow
Narrator?
mane and light orange coat, though much to his sister's
Because I've seen a
dismay,
lot of
it was not
Lost
the latest
Narrators,
fashion design made by
Rare
Rare.
Jack,
Ooh, you will look so
Fanfic readings.
lovely in a proper suit.
Lost Narrators,
I
Applejack,
wonder if I can
and
get
Emagek
Glenn
is
to
Rarity.
recommend a stylist for you.
Huh. I'm the princess time.
Yep!
Take
I called
that,
it!
Odie.
Lost
What's
Narrator
that?
is,
Nothing.
Applejack.
I've never really been one for fancy clothes and things like that, big orchard blossom. You know that.
Orchard Blossom.
I'll never understand
going
your
into-
aversion to
back
fashion,
into
dearest brother.
female
Especially
Big Mac
when you
since,
insist on wearing that
Brotherhood Social.
atrocious brown, frumpy-looking thing on your head.
Did you just call my hat frumpy?
If you could even call it a hat. It's so drab, Jackie. It's like you want to embarrass me.
Prince Jack stopped dead in his tracks.
What did you just call me?
Glamour! Your princess has arrived.
Princess Orchard Blossom called, ignoring her brother's question and racing towards her fashion idol. Prince Jack sighed and resolved to join her when he caught a faint but familiar scent. He turned his head in the direction of the forest nearby and saw a lovely grove of apple trees. He looked from the trees back to his sister, who was too enthralled in her fashion to pay him any notice. Rather than join her, he stole away towards the trees, licking his lips. Without hesitation, Prince Jack plucked the bark of an apple tree.
Applejack and Big Mac should have switched. Like,
it hit the
Big
ground
Mac is the
and rolled away
prince,
from
and
him,
Applejack is the
disappearing out of
princess.
sight in the midst of long-growing vines.
Where'd it go?
Prince Jack asked,
Don't know.
pulling the vines
Oh,
aside, revealing
and
a
there's the tower.
not-so-secret entrance to an open meadow, occupied only by a single giant tower.
Huh. Well, that's definitely not something you see every day.
He circled the tower, looking for an entrance, but found none. Even so, Prince Jack's curiosity got the better of him, so he used the misshapen bricks of the tower to begin an ascent to the top.
Whew. And here I thought climbing a beanstalk was strange.
Oh yeah,
Why am I talking
Applejack
about
and the
that?
beanstalk.
Prince Jack asked, then paused when he heard the unmistakable sound of some pony humming and the whirring of some kind of machine. As he climbed higher, the humming grew louder, until at last he reached the pony-sized window. Just as Prince Jack's two front hooves reached the windowsill, his back leg
Whoa!
slipped, causing him to shout in surprise and dangle from the windowsill.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Stay back. I have
Is that you,
a
Magak?
series of sharp pins and I know how to use them.
Not to be rude or anything, but I don't think I can move right now, even if I wanted to. So, I'm pretty sure you're safe.
Well then, what is it you want, And how did you find me?
Do y'all mind
Wait.
interrogating me inside the tower, please?
The mare
Is that
inside
just a
started
fanatic?
directly over to the
Playing
prince
Rarity?
and stuck her head out the window to examine her unwanted guest.
Oh my, you really are stuck, aren't you? Well then, maybe this will teach
I
you
can't
not
tell
to go poking
whether
your
it's
nose into
Disney
other ponies'
Fanatic or
business,
Imagak.
If y'all could throw me a rope or something, I'm pretty sure I could pull myself up.
Oh, all right. Just give me a second.
The mayor said, disappearing from the window for a moment before tossing down what appeared to be a purple rope. Prince Jack wrapped the strange rope around his hoof and let go of the windowsill. He realized soon after that it wasn't rope at all, but instead a massive amount of
Hair?
Oh my, you're not quite as light as I'm used to. Go on then, climb if you must.
Prince Jack didn't hesitate, using the hair to pull himself up to safety.
Thanks for, saving me with your, all that hair.
Prince Jack said, trying to comprehend what he was seeing. The mare standing before him was a lovely white unicorn in a simple yet elegant pink dress. She was surrounded by piles upon piles of purple hair.
It's my tail, actually. I don't know if I could stand it if my mane were as unmanageable.
I think I owe you an apology. My name's Prince Jack. I didn't mean to intrude like this. I guess I was overtaken by my, curiosity. It's not every day you find a lone tower like this one without some kind of a door.
Did you say Prince Jack? And here I thought fairy tales were all just a bunch of stories for little fools. Who would have thought they'd be true all along? I wondered and waited, and I think a little part of me hoped, but I never actually
Still, I
believed a prince
don't
would
know
come
if-
for me.
if
After
it's
all, I mean, there's no dragon.
Imagak playing Rarity
I'm
or
sorry, what
Disney
now?
Fanatic playing
Oh,
Rarity.
yes, how rude of me. I am Raripunzel, and I am...
But we'll find out at the credits.
What are those things called again?
Raripunzel said, trailing off. She trotted away from the prince momentarily to fetch a book. Using her magic, she flipped through the pages for a moment before shouting,
Aha! Here it is. I am a damsel in a dress. Yes.
A damsel
Don't you
in a
mean
dress?
damsel in distress?
Oh, right, yes. And you are a prince who has braved many challenges to find me. Well, one challenge, climbing a tower, but it was still terrifying, so it counts.
Counts? Counts for what?
And now is the part where you save me and whisk me away to my happily ever after. Ooh, I'll have to pack something suitable. What does one wear to her happily ever after?
Whoa, hang on, wait a minute. What in the hell are you talking about?
Why, my fairy tale, of course. It explains it all right here in this book.
Well, typically a damsel in distress has something that is, distressing her. So, what exactly is the problem here?
Oh my, where do I even begin?
Raripunzel said, collapsing onto a fainting couch nearby.
You see, Jackie.
Oh, come on. Jackie? Really? Pinkie Pie, I know this is your doing. Cut it out, consarn it.
I I was born of a dreadful curse. So dreadful, in fact, that my parents abandoned me on a lonely doorstep. If it weren't for Glamare taking me in as her own, I would be out on the streets, ridiculed and tormented. Not to mention the fact that my poor tail would be trampled in dirt, mud, and who knows what else.
So, why not just cut it?
I do, darling. How else do you think I make these?
Raripunzel said, pointing to the corner of the room that Prince Jack had not yet noticed. His eyes widened when he realized that the silky and glossy material incorporated into these dresses were made from her tail.
Wait, so you can sew hair?
Raripunzel sighed and got up from her fainting couch.
Come, there is something you must see.
She said, leading the prince from the room and down a flight of spiral stairs within the tower. She pushed open an old door and pointed inside for Prince Jack to see. The entire tower was some kind of magical clothing factory. Raripunzel lit her
Are you
horn with
serious?
magic.
A
Her
clothing
hands sprung to
factory?
life, each little tool working from her magic at
What
once.
is this?
Prince Jack stared in wonder and watched the process carefully. Hair would be fed into a spindle and spun into thread. The thread was then woven into what appeared to be a loom, which produced the fabric. Then the fabric would be bathed in one of the many large color dye vats, with the exception of the fabric that was to remain purple, of course. Finally, it was hung to dry and neatly folded in the corner, ready to be sewn into an ensemble.
It's quite something, isn't it?
Woo-wee, I'll say. That, definitely explains why this tower's so big. But I still don't get why you just don't cut it all off and just leave. If you don't like it here.
Rapunzel, I'm like, here, what's on your tail or whatever.
Oh my, she's here! You have to go! Wait, you can't go, it's too late. Oh, she will be furious that I showed you her secret fabric making facility.
I'm waiting.
One moment, mother dear. You must.
So sorry, Polymere is the mother of
Good heavens,
Rarity?
no! She'll find you for sure. Quickly, my bedroom is the only safe place.
Raripunzel said, racing back up the tower steps with Prince Jack following close behind.
I don't understand what could be taking so long.
Raripunzel quickly emptied out her wardrobe to make room for Prince Jack. He slipped inside and shut the door while she raced towards the window. As quickly and gently as possible, Raripunzel threw down her tresses and held the end with her magic so that it didn't pull at her uncomfortably.
Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Why would Rapunzel throw down her dresses?
Tresses, not dresses, Pinkie. It's just another way of saying hair, or in this case, her tail.
Are you sure? 'Cause that just sounds like a pun to me. Ooh, or maybe a good rhyme. She makes dresses.
Are you serious?
To relieve all her stresses, but
A
the
rapping
dresses make
moment
dresses
in
of
this.
Very little messes as the story progresses, and they all become dresses. They're always successes that glamour possesses.
Anything to burst into a rap song. Huh, Pinkie?
You know it.
Alright, you can, pull now.
Using her magic, Raripunzel pulled her tail slowly back inside the tower, along with the exasperated mare. Prince Jack could catch a glimpse of Raripunzel's mother through a small opening between the wardrobe doors. He was surprised to see the Earth Pony with the soft pink coat and the light purple mane wearing something so simple in contrast to the over-the-top designs that his sister often wore. She had a loose-fitting red dress that ran the length of her body, with no accents besides the cloth belt and a gold buckle at her waist.
Hello, Mother. How are you today?
Enough of the small talk, okay? I have places to be and orders you need to fill.
Glamare said, setting down a scroll of orders beside Raripunzel's sewing machine.
The princess invited me to dine with her tonight, so I'll have to keep this short.
You're not staying for dinner?
You know, I would spend every waking moment with you if I could.
Through a small slit in the wardrobe doors, Prince Jack could see that a magical change was taking place. Raripunzel's tail was growing.
It's just that I'm in such high demand for my work these days. Okay? I can't help that the pony masses adore me. Make sure to follow my instructions to the letter, Raripunzel. The princess is a very demanding mare. She'll want something new, fabulous, and expensive.
Yes, Mother.
There's a good filly. I should probably go. I don't want to keep the prince and princess waiting. Oh, did I mention the prince came to see me too? Those royals really can't get enough of me.
Well, which prince?
He probably wants to, I don't know, go out or something after this.
Raripunzel's tail continued growing and growing.
I'll see you tomorrow with those new dresses, okay?
Glamare said, already descending from the tower on Raripunzel's tail.
course. Goodbye, Mother.
Raripunzel said, waving her hoof as her mother disappeared back through the secret entrance.
No pony told me I wanted to date an old ugly mare like her. So, how often does your tail grow like that?
Oh, all the time, I suppose.
Really? 'Cause it wasn't growing earlier when it was just us talking. But when your ma showed up, it must have grown at least another 3 feet. What exactly is this curse of yours, Rarity, Punzel?
It's Raripunzel, darling.
Yeah, and it's Jack, but that really doesn't matter, does it? Pinkie rule applies.
You're delightfully crazy sometimes, Jackie, but to answer your question, I'm not sure. Mother never told me what the curse was, only that I had one. She also told me never to let another pony in here, to guard her secret, of course. Mother says my fabric is the talk of the town, even after all these years.
The talk of the town?
If some pony were to discover this tower, or
Is that
me,
supposed to be some kind of
Mother's fashion
metaphor?
line would be ruined.
But if you stay cooped up in this tower for the rest of your life, how will you ever get to do the things you want to do? Design
Don't know.
dresses that you want to make?
I...
Why don't you come away with me, Raripunzel? Cut your tail and your ties with this life. I know you only just met me, but we're working with fairy tale logic here.
Oh, I knew it! You are my prince. I just need one teensy moment to pack.
Raripunzel said, joyously trotting around the room and gathering a series of designer luggage pieces.
Rare? I think the point of a daring escape is to be subtle.
Oh, of course
Excuse me?
it is. It's just a few minor essentials.
Why don't I believe you? Yup, saw this coming.
Prince Jack said matter-of-factly. He was harnessed to a wagon filled to the brim with what Raripunzel had deemed essential and was walking with her towards the not-so-secret entrance to the outside world.
I suppose I kinda deserve it after I, messed up the tail trimming and all.
Raripunzel said in response, trotting ahead of Prince Jack angrily and choosing not to look back at her lopsided stump of a tail. Prince Jack held back the vines of the entrance and let Raripunzel go ahead of him. Her sour mood melted quickly when she saw the wonders on the other side. She hadn't realized how close she was to the heart of the fashion world, and seeing it for the first time overwhelmed her with joy.
Oh my! Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Look over there! That's one of my dresses! Oh, how lovely it looks on her! She clearly knows how to complement her colors. And look at those little falls! Oh, so fashionable, so adorable! How could I have never known
That's
such
the same
wonders?
design from
Why, there must be
the
dozens
Tangled
of little
movie.
shops here.
Those
I
little
wonder
girls.
how many other ponies' designs there will be.
I have seen
Raripunzel
Tangled,
exclaimed.
okay?
In her excitement, she trotted away from Prince Jack, yearning to see more.
Hang on! Raripunzel! Wait!
Prince Jack called out to her,
Yep,
but
Prince
found he
Jack
could not
is
follow with the weight
struggling
of the
with your
wagon
luggage.
down. When he caught a glimpse of Raripunzel disappearing into a crowd of ponies, he unharnessed himself and raced after her.
There you are!
Princess Orchard Blossom shouted above the commotion. She forced her
I
way
can tell
through
about
the
that
crowd of
fur
ponies
and
to
mane.
get
Is
to
that the
bar.
lost narrator
As
right
soon as
there?
he was within
Hiroshi?
reach, she scooped him up in her hoofs and carried him in the direction of Glamaire's boutique.
You are very late for your fitting. You do realize the fashion show is this evening, yes? There will barely be enough time to tailor your ensemble.
Wait! There's some pony I have to find first!
Oh, quit your thrashing, Jackie. It's most unbecoming.
Why does every pony keep talking like Rarity in this here story? Let me go! Ah!
Prince Jack said, as he was forcibly pulled into the boutique by a team of ponies who had been awaiting his arrival.
Raripunzel! Raripunzel! Rarity!
Jackie?
Raripunzel said, turning her head when she heard her name. To her dismay, her prince had vanished. She scanned the crowds in a panic, finding only her abandoned luggage and the unharnessed wagon.
Jackie, you can't abandon me. Jackie, where are you?
Oh no,
This
is the tail
very
cut?
unprincely.
A new voice cried. Raripunzel turned to see a
Photo
strikingly
finish?
fashionable light blue earth pony atop a platform, carried by an entourage of ponies all wearing cohesive colors and designs. Her gown was just as over-the-top as Princess Orchard Blossom's, and Raripunzel recognized it immediately as a custom design she had made. Giant puffed-out black and white sleeves held together with pink ties, a huge pink collar with metal extensions, and
I like
a
the
giant
music, it's
puffy
kinda
white
funky.
skirt combined to make the most bizarre outfit Raripunzel had ever sewn together. It looked as bizarre on the pony, but she instantly regretted the design choices her mother had made.
So inspirational. Such a bold decision.
The pony said, circling Raripunzel like she were a spectacle.
Huh?
Raripunzel said, wishing this pony knew the concept of personal space.
Your tail. It speaks to me. It says, I don't care what other ponies think of me. It's so uneven, so short. No other pony would dare to show their faces here with a tail like that. It's brilliant. This is the inspiration I have been yearning for. Yes, I must have you in the show tonight. I want to introduce you to the world. Come, we must go.
The pony barely gave Raripunzel the chance to inhale before the entourage
Raripunzel's
of
getting
ponies around
kidnapped
her
by
lifted her
photo
and the
finish.
mysterious mayor back onto the platform. In the blink of an eye, they were off again, making the unicorn highly confused and slightly frightened. Glamour was one of many designers that were scheduled to present their new fashions at the fashion show that evening. But the buzz over the newest discovery of fashion had already taken the city by storm. No pony in the show knew the pony that inspired the trend,
because it's
but each designer
Polo-mare.
immediately tailored their models and even some of their designs to emulate her. The gossip backstage was that this mysterious mare would make an appearance at the show, modeling for Colton Klein. Most models protested at first, but quickly caved in when they were threatened to be replaced. This, however, did not intimidate Darling Dash. No other model had a higher opinion of herself and her look than she did, but her runway style was flawless and her skill undeniable. For this runway show, she had her brightly colored
So I'm assuming that's Rainbow Dash,
with a bright pink bow studded with rhinestones. The first outfit she would model resembled
that Disney Fanatic playing
a sheer pink skirt and a glitter-lined top.
Darling
she was
Dash?
the most sought-after model in the city, but working with her wasn't exactly a dream come true. Glamour was learning that the hard way.
You want to do what to my tail? Don't you dare come
Oh, so that's the lost narrator playing,
Darling Dash cried. She stamped her hoof and...
Darling Dash.
Okay, you know what? I can't do this.
Why? What's the matter?
I know what you're doing, Pinkie.
Oh? What am I doing?
You're trying to make a point here, aren't you?
What? No! What are you talking about?
You got tired of those comments, didn't you? The ones that were angry that you cast Dash as a boy in the other Pinkie Tales.
No!
Oh, yeah.
That's the furthest thing from... You know what, But geez, you know, this whole analysis thing of yours can be really annoying.
Pinkie, you named her Darling Dash. I don't have to analyze anything to understand what you're doing here. It's visible from space.
But you didn't have to say anything. Now every pony's gonna be mad all over again.
Oh, Pinkie, you preciously positive pink pony. Why do you care what any pony else thinks? You just have to be yourself and tell the stories you want to tell. No pony's opinion should ever stop you from doing what you really want.
You think so?
I know so. So, maybe we should pick some pony else to be the model?
No way! Rainbow's perfect.
She isn't anything like this, Pinkie. It's completely out of character for her.
Not Generation 3, Dashy.
Oh yeah, of course. Generation 3
Well,
Rainbow
for some
Dash.
reason, it's the latest trend, okay?
Of course.
I, for one, refuse to show my fashions tonight with outdated models.
Outdated? I don't follow the trends. I set them, you darling. Do you know who you're speaking to, darling? I've been Cosmare's darling cover mare for 5 consecutive darling years. I've worked with Amberpony and Fitch, Goldester, Bloomingdale's, and Hoof Lauren. Darling, if you think you're going to snip a single hair from this darling, luxurious tail, then you are sorely mistaken, darling.
Then I'll have to go with another model to showcase my pièce de résistance.
What? But this will ensure my 6th darling consecutive win, darling. All right. Fine. But be quick if you must. Darling.
Darling Dash said, turning away from the cosmetic mare holding the scissors. Each scissor cut sent a chill up her spine, and her facial expressions turned more exaggerated and distraught. Meanwhile, Raripunzel found herself in a whirlwind of fashion that both excited and frightened her. She hardly had a chance to answer simple questions, let alone learn any pony's name. Every pony seemed to be in a huge hurry, and she was rushed from place to place having her mane styled and her makeup perfected. No pony had bothered to ask her if she knew how to model, or even what she was supposed to do on the runway, but some part of her didn't mind. This was the world she had longed to be a part of, and to be so thoroughly appreciated just for being herself was more than she could have dreamed.
Make way, darling. have to see this for myself.
Darling Dash said, pushing ponies out of her way to confront Raripunzel.
Her? She's the one who set this trend?
She is a revolution, a breath of fresh air in the world of fashion.
Oh, Snapshot, darling!
Snapshot!
You discovered her? Why, that's simply darling.
Darling
I just saw a
Dash said
keyframe right there.
nervously.
That picture.
Once the words left her mouth, however, Raripunzel felt the familiar tug of magic as her tail began to grow. All at once her cheeks were bright pink with embarrassment as she tried in vain to cover it up.
What? What is this? What is happening to your beautiful tail? Cut it off at once.
Snapshot cried, refusing to let a little magic ruin her new fashion discovery.
Excuse me?
Her assistants immediately snipped the new length off the tail and threw away the remains.
Oh, yes, there is a little something you ought to know about my tail. It has a terrible habit of...
There, all better.
Oh, yes, darling. I think it looks much better this way.
Once again, magical growth occurred and the assistants snipped it away.
What is happening to my model?
I tried to tell you, my tail is kind of cursed.
Well,
Of course.
isn't that a shame?
It is cursed.
I hate to think you'll miss out on your first runway, darling.
This is outrage. Your curse is interfering with fashion.
Guess that means you're not cut out for this job, huh? Don't worry, Snapshot. I love your new trend.
Darling Dash said, putting a hoof on Snapshot's back sympathetically. Raripunzel hid her face in her hooves, silently begging her tail to stop.
Raripunzel!
Uh-oh.
How could you?
Mother? How did you find me?
It's kind of like hard to ignore a group of ponies walking out of here with like trash containers full of hair, okay? What do you think you're doing? Do you want to hurt me? To ruin me?
No, Mother, of course not. I just...
You just nothing, Raripunzel. Not another word. You won't be a part of this or any fashion show. Ever.
Glamare exclaimed, taking Raripunzel by the hoof.
That won't, be a problem, will it?
She added, staring daggers at Snapshot.
I have no desire to work with a disobedient child with a cursed tail.
It looks better on me anyway, darling.
Raripunzel's heart sank when she realized how much power...
Wow,
influence
Raripunzel is
mother
being a
held over
jerk
her
to
ponies.
Rarity.
She looked around, hoping to see a friendly face, some pony who would stand up for her, but all she could see were averted gazes. Her mother forced her towards a simple broom closet and pointed her hoof at the door.
I don't have, time to take you back to your tower. I have a show to do. You will stay in there, out of sight, where you can't embarrass me anymore.
Glamare said. She didn't wait for Raripunzel's response. Instead, she pushed her inside the closet and shut the door, leaving her alone in darkness with a broken spirit and a broken heart. Meanwhile, the fashion show
Hey,
attendees
Pinkie
were
Rose,
just settling into
Trouble
their
Sketch,
seats,
Ashley
excited
H.
for the show to begin.
Princess
Princess
Peach.
Orchard Blossom made her grand entrance, blowing kisses to the ponies who cheered for her as she made her way to her seat.
Oh, hello, yeah. Howdy. How y'all doing? Oh, my adoring fans. How I love them so.
She was accompanied by her brother, who hoped she might find Raripunzel in the masses of audience ponies.
Are you still looking for that pony of yours?
Princess Orchard Blossom asked, adjusting her new gown as she settled into her seat.
She could be anywhere. It'd be here. I'll be right back.
Prince Jack said, standing from his seat momentarily, only for Princess Orchard Blossom to pull him back down in place.
Don't be rude, dear brother. The show is about to begin. If your mare friend is in the audience, then you can find her after it's over.
Prince Jack grumbled under his breath and crossed his hooves defiantly. The lights dimmed and the excited chatter of the crowd...
Of course, there's Miriam Midley,
The fashion
there's
pony Prince Jack had never seen
Purple
walked off
Rosalind.
the stage and announced the lineup. for
It's
the
Anna
evening
Kalem.
show. Soon after, the model pony...
Oh gosh, what is with
down the runway. Prince Jack was
Magpie's
restless,
face?
fidgeting in his seat trying to get a better look at the ponies around him. He only paused once when a terrifyingly familiar face emerged.
God,
from
what?
behind the
You?
Rainbows! Rainbows, darling! Rainbows!
I don't want your rainbows.
Rainbows to you, darling! Oh, and to you, too! And you get a rainbow, darling! And you get a rainbow! Everyone gets rainbows!
Darling
every
Dash's
pony?
speed, smiling brightly as she struck confidently down the runway.
Is that... That can't be! Rainbow Dash? Why? Sweet Celestia, why?
Because she's a girl!
All right,
Yeah,
then.
it's this time that
Point
Rainbow
well
Dash is a
made,
girl.
Pinkie. I'll give you that.
Rainbows to you, Princess Orchard Blossom. Oh, and to you, Prince Jack.
Ugh.
Ugh, that's just too disturbing. Pinkie, I can't unsee that.
Me either. So much regret.
Despite his attempts,
Whoa!
Prince Jack was unable to find Raripunzel in the crowd. The fashion show dragged on for 2
She's got the
hours,
designed
with many
characters
disturbing
from
appearances
G3
Rarity
My
in
Little
various
Pony?
outfits, each more scarring than the last. After the last model in each collection had completed her sashay down the catwalk,
Jeez
the designer
almighty!
ponies took a moment on stage to thank the crowd for their support and talk about
I guess
their
a
line.
couple of bronies
Most
are
were egotistical
obsessed
ponies
with
an
G3
inflated
MLP.
worldview of their fashion, but
I
no
mean,
one could top
jeez.
the bravado of Glamour.
Thank you, my little ponies. Thank you. Once again, my unique fabric and designs steal the show. It's like so hard being the sole creator of such an enormous fashion empire. But there's nothing I love to do more than make other ponies happy.
Prince Jack furrowed his brow and squinted his eyes. Had she just said that she was the sole creator? He knew for a fact that Raripunzel was the one to design and create the gowns, not Glamour.
Fashion just speaks to me in a way other ponies can't possibly understand. I can't say for sure.
Come on, Dash, do something. I mean,
but these designs
Applejack.
just come to
Do
me.
something. Find
It's a natural
Raripunzel.
gift.
Prince Jack noticed something from the corner of his eye. It was a little tuft of purple hair growing from under the curtain behind Glamour. He gasped and bolted from his seat towards it, despite the glares from his sister. Backstage, the other pony models and designers were baffled by the mass amounts of purple hair that had grown in every direction. It was hanging from the ceiling, tangled in clothing racks, bunched up in corners
Of
the room,
course, yeah.
and growing around the hooves of the
I
frightened
mean,
fashion
Raripunzel's
queens.
tail is
Prince Jack soon
cursed.
found the source of the growth coming out from under a small closet door. When he approached, he could hear soft sobs coming from within.
Oh, is it the sobs that's causing the...
He asked,
Tail to
able
grow?
handle the door, but was unable to open it.
Jackie? I'm stuck. It's my tail. It's everywhere, Jackie. It won't stop.
Stand back.
Prince Jack said, rearing up on his front hooves and bucking the door. He could hear the wood of the door splintering, so it bucked it again and again until finally it fell apart into wooden shards. Raripunzel tumbled out along with several more feet of tail.
Rare, are you all right?
I thought you'd left me. I thought Mother was right, that no pony would ever love or accept me because of this terrible, terrible curse.
Why, now that's just silly, Raripunzel. A curse like that can't define you. Why, you're kind, creative, hard-working, and just an all-around rarity.
Aww. But Jackie, what about my tail? It won't stop growing now. How will we ever get out of here?
Maybe it's your mother. I swear, every time that mare opens her mouth, it's like your tail knows it.
He trailed off when he realized that this was more than a comical observation, but an actual pattern.
Sweet Celestia, I think I got it.
Prince Jack said with a
What
mixture
is
of
it?
annoyance and happiness. He took Raripunzel's hoof in his own and led her out of the closet and directly on stage. Prince Jack stamped his hoof down to get Glamour's attention and interrupt her endless prattling.
That's enough! Every word out of your mouth is a lie! This is the mare responsible for these dresses. She's the one working herself to the bone just to make you look good.
Glamour opened her mouth to protest, but couldn't find the words.
I was with Raripunzel before you showed up, and not once did her tail grow. Cause unlike you, I'm honest. It grows when she hears
That's
a lie,
right.
doesn't it?
Element of
When
honesty
you start
right
telling
there.
Your ridiculous stories and your tall tail. Tall tales? Really? Really, Pinkie
Tall
Pie?
tales?
Why does everything have to be a pun with you?
Mother, is this true?
No, of course not. I can't control your curse any more than you can.
Glamour said defensively, while Raripunzel's tail
Oh,
grew.
so it's the lies that's causing her tail to
Exactly
grow!
does that prove? That the curse doesn't work with you. That's all.
All right then. Some pony. Any pony. Tell the truth.
Prince Jack demanded, turning to the crowd for help. The ponies in the crowd murmured to themselves, too frightened to speak up, except for Princess Orchard Blossom. She stood up and bellowed,
I am a stallion!
The crowd gasped in surprise.
Wait, stallion?
But Raripunzel's tail didn't grow.
Tell a lie.
Darling Dash is the best darn model pony I've ever seen in all my days.
Orchard Blossom said, and as Prince Jack predicted, Raripunzel's
That's
tail
of
grew.
course.
The crowd spoke
The
out
lies are
loud,
causing
turning
the
their
tail to
attention
grow.
Glamour and booing.
I did everything for you. I raised you. I took you in as my own, and this is how you repay me?
You never loved me. You used me. But Prince Jack loves me. He was the only pony who ever treated me like I was worth something. He encourages me to be who I want to be, not what you want me to be. I'm free of you, Mother, and I'm happy. I'm finally happy.
As she spoke the words, her curse was finally lifted. It was all thanks to Prince Jack's honesty and the honest love he had for her. The pony crowd watched in awe as Raripunzel's magical tail receded, leaving only a normal pony-length tail. However, when the curse was lifted, it took with it all of the magic that it had caused, including the already finished designs that Glimmer had sold over the years. The crowd of ponies screamed in shock when the clothing they wore disintegrated from their bodies. Only Raripunzel's gown remained, as she wasn't her own special fabric. When
the dresses were made of the hair.
No! My fashions, my clothing line.
Is that Trixie right there?
Ruined!
Glimmer shouted, bolting from the room.
Well, guess you're the last damsel in a dress, huh?
Yeah, of course.
In a dress, perhaps, but in distress, no more.
No, don't look at me. I'm so exposed.
Orchard Blossom cried, running from the fashion show along with several other naked ponies.
Why is every pony freaking out? Seriously?
Oh yeah, because I'm naked.
We normally don't wear clothes.
Prince Jack said bitterly. Raripunzel rolled her eyes, knowing she couldn't possibly explain fashion to Prince Jack, no matter how hard she tried. Glimmer fled from the city that night and was never to be seen again. Raripunzel was free and finally able to express herself and her talents and actually be appreciated for them. She took over her evil mother's business and proved to be far more talented and successful when she could work with proper fabrics. She had all the family she could ask for with Prince Jack and Orchard Blossom. The kingdom prospered and the Rarajack OTP lived on.
Alright.
Oh, wasn't that a sweet story, Poundin' Pumpkin? And who can argue with Rarajack? Except for everyone in the comment section of this video. And I love Spike. Did I tell you how much I love Spike? Because Spike is so awesome. He's such an awesome character, and I love him to pieces, so please stop leaving hate comments in the comments.
Yeah, I like Spike too. Kinda like the music. Oh, Silvercold. Yep, I called it. Oh, it's Trouble Sketch. And of course, The Lost Narrator, Wildcard VA, Cloud9, Lupa Arts, Webcake, Jacob Keen, Tracy the Comet, huh? Magpiepony. Yep, of course. Michael Pitcher. Oh, Discord Tales 2? Are you kidding me? Another Discord Tales? I cannot believe it! Really? Another Discord Tales? Why? Magpiepony did one last year! Okay, I'm gonna stop freaking out now. That video was phenomenal. Yeah, it's good to see, yeah, another Rarajack video. I thought that, Emagak was gonna play, Rarity in this video, but because, yeah, to those of you who watch, The Lost Narrator's, Rarajack ship fanfic videos, yeah, The Lost Narrator plays Applejack, and, Emagak plays Rarity, but instead, Treble Sketch, plays Rarity in this. And yes, it's good to see other OCs in this video, such as Ashley H, Treble Sketch, Magpiepony, even Pegasus Pitch. Oh man, it's good to see OCs in other videos. So yeah, instead of Zakura being in this video, being evil, they actually made, of course, Zuri Polymer evil in this video. Of course, she does play Mother Gothel in this video, yeah, Lomer was like a parody name of Zuri Polymer. Let me just give you that. This video was great. I hope other reactors react to this video. Anyways, I'm gonna head off here, guys. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and ahoy!